Hey everybody, my name is Ebony. My pronouns are she, her, hers, and I'm recording this on my phone, so that's why it's pretty crappy. I've always wanted to make like YouTube videos, but never knew like what my field or my pocket range or whatever it would be. But I don't know if I found it, but I do find something that I want to record. So anyway, I wanted to get a bearded dragon, right? And so I like to research stuff, so I'm looking on like YouTube and Googling stuff, and every YouTube video or channel that I found is mostly white people, mostly white guys, and the videos were like not well constructed. Not like this is well constructed either, so I'm not even really filling that gap. But I didn't see enough black people or people of color in general with bearded dragons. So I was like, I kind of want to like put myself into that category too. So that's what I'm doing. I don't remember where I was gonna go with this, and this video is gonna be so crappy because I'm not editing it or anything. I'm just gonna put it up. But I mean, I guess I can go into why I got a bearded dragon. Okay, so I knew I wanted a pet. I needed a pet. Kind of lonely. Want something to depend on me and love me and, I don't know, watch me. I don't know. I wanted a pet. So I live in like an apartment, not apartment complex, but like it's a house and there's like 2 floors. Well, there's 2 apartments, whatever. I live somewhere where I probably can't have dogs, right? I would love a dog. I don't like cats. I'm allergic to cats, and I've woken up within like 3 cats in my lifetime sitting on my chest, nose to nose. So no. And I'm also allergic. Like eyes scratchy, nose scratchy. That's not a nose, that's a throat. Nose scratchy, my throat be scratchy and everything. But anyway, so I was like, okay, what else can I get? So I'm researching like what kind of animals are like close to dogs. So then I found guinea pigs. Did a lot of research on that. Was like following guinea pig Instagrams and Tumblrs and on YouTube a lot. Like I was looking up stuff a lot. I stopped at a pet store, like a Petco, on my way home from work, to see if I was allergic to them. So I like held them and everything. I was like, oh my god, this thing is so cute. Doing some research and stuff, I'm like, they need a lot of space to live, or like a large amount of space. So I was like mapping out where they can live. I'm talking about it with my sisters. I live with my 2 sisters, an older sister and younger sister, so I'm the middle. Whatever, so I'm looking that stuff up. And then I wasn't having a really good day at work one day, so I stopped at the pet store again, and there was different staff working, and I lied like, oh, I want to see if I'm allergic, but I just wanted to pet something, right? So I'm holding it, and then I look to my left after that, and I'm talking to her or whatever, talking to the sales associate at the pet store, and I look to my left and I see like 75% off on reptiles. So people that know me know that I could be like really weird or different or whatever. I can talk about that in another video, who knows. But so I've always been interested in reptiles, like snakes and turtles and lizards and salamanders and all that kind of stuff. Like I remember for the science fair in like 6th or 7th grade, I did my project on the axolotl. Look it up. It's spelled like AXOXTLY or something like that. I don't know. They're really cute. They're like water salamander kind of things. They're adorable. So I did my project on them. So whatever. I like reptiles and amphibians. So I looked over and I was like, oh, I wonder what's over there. Like I'm looking at all the animals, and then so I see the chameleon, and like, yo, their eyes really like move separately and everything, and it's like climbing up the cage and stuff. So whatever, I'm looking at the reptiles, see an iguana and some like salamanders or whatever, and then I found saw bearded dragons, and those are like $15. They were 75% off because they hadn't sold them yet, and they were trying to get rid of them. So that kind of like, I mean, that's kind of what stores do. Like if things are like 10% off, people think that they're really getting a bargain, so they feel the need to buy it. Also, I'm sorry I look so bland in my face. Like today at work, people are like, you look tired, because I didn't even have on mascara today. So that's besides the point. But anyway, I'm also sitting in my room in front of like my, this is like where my clothes are kept. So that's a doorway. But anyway, so I'm in the pet store and I'm looking, and this bearded dragon caught my eye, and I caught its eye, and it was like watching me, and I was looking, and I was like, this little thing is so cute. So then they were like, oh, do you want to hold it? I was like, oh my god, guess I want to hold it. So I held it, and they were like, make sure your thumb is here, whatever, and I'm looking at it, I'm like petting it, and I feel very comfortable with it and everything. So I was like, I think I want to get this. So I go home and I start looking stuff up, going on YouTube, going on Twitter, Facebook, well, I went on Facebook to ask. I did the same thing with guinea pigs. Like, has anybody ever owned a bearded dragon or does currently own one? And my cousin commented like, do you know who your cousin is? So a little backstory on that. My cousin, I like to call him like the street vet kind of thing. Like, and I only say street vet because he's not a veterinarian. So, and I thought, whatever. Anyway, I don't think he knows I call him that, but if he watches this, then he knows. But my cousin, he always has like a lot of animals. Like growing up, he's always caught like frogs, had turtles, dogs, absolutely. So turns out he had like 6 bearded dragons, and he was like, well, I can give you one. And I was asking, so I'm asking him questions and stuff, and I still ask him questions to this day. But he was like, yeah, I have like a baby one. I said, well, I've read that it's better to get him his baby. He's like, yeah, I have a baby for you. I can give it to you. So, that happened, and here he is, my little shorty doo-wop. He's like really stressed because I'm holding him right now. I've only had him for maybe like, yeah, he's stressed because he has like these markings on his stomach. Well, I think he's a him. I think this right here indicates that he's a him. I don't know, but he kind of doesn't like me, but I love him. His name is Piccolo Megazord Jackson. My last name is Jackson, so he's a Jackson naturally. This is my little shorty doo-wop. You know, I love him dearly. But I did a lot of research, and getting him was a very quick decision, mostly because I got him for free, but like I found a tank for really cheap and a lighting fixture. Like I did all the research I did and everything. But that's the story of how I got him. People like, what made you want to get a lizard or whatever? Like, I mean, I've always been interested in them. And I read that they're really easy pets. Apparently they're like either number 3 or number 4 on a list of like common household pets behind like dogs and cats. I mean, they get pretty big. He's really small right now. He's about like 5 or 6 months now. Hey, sugar doo-wop. But, so yeah, this is, if I sit him down, he's gonna like run away probably. He didn't run away. Okay, see, yeah, no. But, yeah, he wants to get away, but that's what's not happening because I'm not done the video, okay? So we'll, listen, hold on. But anyway, so yeah, that's how I got Piccolo, and I really love him. He doesn't really like me much. I'm trying to get him used to being held. This is the longest that I probably held him, which is probably why he's like freaking the fuck out. Ooh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to curse. I'm so sorry. That's why he's probably like wilding out. He's breathing really hard now. He's really stressed. I'm gonna put you back. So yeah, that's how I got Piccolo. I really do love him. Like I look at him and I tell him I love him every day. Like I talk to him in my room, and this is why I wanted a pet. And he's pretty easy. Like he doesn't make any noise or whatever. In fact, this morning I slept through my alarm, and somebody called me this morning, and he woke me up. Like I heard him moving around in his tank or whatever. So yeah, that's my video. That's what inspired me to start YouTube channel. I was like, oh, maybe I can do makeup. I mean, I like to do makeup, but I'm not no makeup guru or anything. And I'll do different videos or whatever. But yeah, so I just wanted to insert a black person who likes reptiles and has a bearded dragon. Also, I wanted to, like, the videos that I was looking up, nobody was like, everybody already had success. Oh, everybody already had success with their bearded dragon. I'm clearly not. Like, oh, he doesn't look as stressed anymore. I'm clearly not having all that much success. I mean, I'm not killing him. I did drop the light fixture near him at one point, and his arm was swollen for like 2 weeks. I cried. And I took him to the vet, and the vet was like, he's fine. These animals live without limbs or whatever. So I felt a little bit better about it. I don't like this shadow. About him, and now it was this arm right here, this right arm. And it's a lot better. He definitely uses it, especially when he's trying to get away from me. But yeah, I mean, there weren't people who were like in the process of like bonding with their dragon and taking care of it and learning things. So I wanted to put that out there too. Like everybody's like, yeah, when I first got them, they really didn't like me and they were hissing at me and stuff. Like people weren't, and their bearded dragons are like huge. Keeps jumping. Bearded dragons were like really huge or like full grown and everything. Like they get way bigger than this, like about like 2 feet. So I also wanted to put that out there. Like, I mean, I definitely don't know everything, but I'm learning as I go, and he's learning me as I go. I mean, he watches me when I walk around in my room and stuff. My older sister's like not feeling him at all. She comes in and looks at him, but I was like, do you want to hold him? She said no. My younger sister doesn't like touching him, doesn't like his beard or anything, but she likes him. She checks up on him or whatever. But I'm really happy that I have Piccolo. They live to be like 11 or 12 years old from what I read. So if I do right, Piccolo will be with me for the next 11, 12 years, maybe even 14. I had a dog that lived to be 14, but then we had to put him to sleep because he had dementia. So, I mean, that's my video. Yeah, I mean, that's pretty much all I have for right now. I plan on making more. Again, this is Piccolo. I really, really, really love him. Like, I don't want to kiss him because I know he's not there yet, and I don't want him biting me, although it probably won't hurt, but I really do love him, and I'm really happy that I made this decision, and everybody can call me weird if they want to. That's perfectly fine. I embrace that. I like being who I am. So yeah, that's all that I have for you. Sorry this video is crappy, and sorry I look tired, because I am. Bye.